Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Black Sensei Society back at it again. And today, in episode 107, we got plenty to talk about. We're going to talk about overrated anime, the finale of MHA, some of your favorite games, such as blind rankings, or what we think are better than X anime, and then some normal topics or trending topics that I do think that you guys have been liking as segment videos. So we'll kind of pump those out regarding John Cena's retirement, Patrick Mahomes, what's going on with him, and the Game Awards, also the Divinity trailer, because everybody's talking about Divinity right now as the next big game. So before we get into that, always appreciate everybody's listening. Rated 5 stars if you're listening to the podcast, per usual. Like and subscribe to the channel. And of course, sign up for our social medias, our Discord, and our Patreon, pumping out a lot of Patreon content. Finished Lord of Mysteries, all 13 episodes. So now I'm watching Gotcha Kuda and the Game of Thrones reactions as well on there. So appreciate everybody supporting what we got going on. We're having a lot of fun. Holidays fast approaching. With that said, gents, how we feeling?
Hey man, I just want y'all to know that I've been calling this for a while. When I would say, tongue in cheek to a degree, that the Illuminati and sports is real. I'm just saying. I've been saying it. It's just look that Patrick Mahomes injury just so happened to perfectly allow some other things. Like, a little suspicious. I just think that is that coincidence. Is it always coincidence? I don't think so. But it's entertainment. As they say. I don't know if you ever hear it. The announcers always say if something crazy happens. The announcers, if you pay attention, the announcers always say they could have scripted any better. You hear that all the time, but
Hey, man.
maybe I'm just a madman.
I don't know. We'll go over that. We'll see if you're crazy or if this is a designed plan. We'll discuss that.
Exactly.
All right, I'm back. What was your take on Lord of Mysteries?
Oh, I didn't give a take. I just said I finished watching it. But to give a quick take, I would say I enjoy the world. It might be the first light novel I ever read. I'm not gonna lie. I don't read light novels because it's just I don't want to read a book. But I am fascinated with the Lord of Mysteries world. I'm fascinated with their power system. I'm fascinated with their mythos. I genuinely think there is a lot of problems with the anime. So, with that said, they did a good enough job to make a casual want to be invested into the world. So that's a
What would you rate it out of 10?
out of 10. I'll get like a 6.5.
Okay.
Animation production.
It's the pacing. It's literally word vomit. The first 3 to 4 episodes is literally just word vomit.
I agree.
Yeah,
There's too much.
It's not that it's too much. It's just like they throw in a bunch of. Well, it is too much. I'm not going to deny that. It is too much, especially for like a lot of people who just want to enjoy a good show. But I got a lot of good feedback because I've been posting some clips on the second TikTok channel, and a lot of Lord of Mysteries fans agree with me and Miles's criticisms about like what you're saying about the pacing and stuff. And then one of my biggest issues is I hate how the gray fog is presented because it seems like it is the ultimate save my ass ability that I've ever seen. And someone said to me, it's supposed to be a mystery, but in the light novels, Klein is much more like unsure about it. Whereas in the anime, I felt like he just knew what it was, mastered it, and just uses it whenever he needs it. I'm like, bro, I hated that. I hated that with a passion. So that's all I gotta say.
I definitely would recommend reading the light novel. I think the light novel is amazing. I think you would probably be able to read it pretty quickly. But no, like the anime has its faults. Like the first 3 episodes, I think the author said like he condensed I think the author said like they put as much information as they could, and that's why they also made those like YouTube short things that you can find when you go on Crunchyroll, like those little teaching sessions, which I recommend.
Oh, I should have watched those. Oh.
Yeah, I recommend. Like they explain the power systems and all types of other stuff like really well. It's like little class sessions on the world. So I definitely recommend watching those before like if you ever do like a rewatch, watch those first. If you have questions, watch those. Yeah, it's a lot. It's information overload. It's literally the Lord of Mysteries because there's so many mysteries in the story. It's a lot of lore. But if you like that type of stuff, this is the type of world for you to challenge you and stuff like that. And it's to me, it's worth it. To me, it's worth the investment.
Fair enough. Fair enough. How the rest of y'all doing?
Good. I'm getting torched on TikTok for my what was it? What was it now, man? There's
You
so
said
many
Hitman
things.
Reborn like inspired Hunter x Hunter.
Hitman Reborn is what caused Hunter x Hunter to run. And I was talking about the reboot, guys. Let's chill. Let's chill.
Me and Ty made the same face.
But like based on
It's
what?
true. I thought it was self-explanatory. I was talking about the animation style and how it cooked.
Oh,
And people were like up in arms. I'm like,
oh,
yeah,
no.
didn't it come out before? I'm like, yes, we do know that it came out in the 99, early 2000s. I was talking about the reboot, everybody. Chill.
Yeah,
But other than
everyone
that, shopping for Christmas sucks. Busy, but life is good, man.
Love you.
You talking about you getting killed? I've been tossing the idea of just throwing away my social media, just like you, Santo. Like I don't see the point, right? Like this just be normally, but then what made it
the hate random? You
No,
gotta
I just-
embrace it.
Oh,
I just-
embrace it. Oh, it's fun.
me personally, I think I've told you, Santo, and you, Lonnie, behind the scenes. I just don't see the point. If Lonnie doesn't send me shit on Instagram, I'll just never know about it, right? And he gets mad because I don't respond to him the way he wants me to. So, but I don't know. I hop on the BSS TikTok. I hop on the YouTube, and people thought that I was tripping about the Demon Slayer thing. And I'm gonna say this real quick, and I hopefully this doesn't have to get clipped again. It was my personal list, and the only one out of I guess the people who were here, the only one that they had a problem with was Afro Samurai out of the ones that I named. Demon Slayer is good. Every single one that I put above it is better. And I'm the guy who glazes Demon Slayer on this panel. I'm the guy that does it.
True.
So I
Did
don't
you
understand
see the comment I put in the Discord? That was one
Yeah.
of the funniest
Yeah.
I've ever seen. Yo, he said,
People
that's
had
why I
time.
said I God on you, bro. I was
I
dead.
who cares? Who cares? Like
No,
that-
I was he put that comment there, and I was like, man, oh, they're talking about Miles again. I'm like, oh no, this is random. Oh,
let me
man.
go back and reread it just so I can give it the
Let me
appropriate
put
amount of
things into
energy.
context for you guys who read the comments, because obviously I read the comments all the time, and I'm used to like nasty comments. I'm just used to it. Remember this: there's likes and there's comments. Oftentimes our likes are more than our comments. So just like people who like what we say are not going to comment. So
Where did
that's
you-
another
where'd
way
you
to
put
think
it?
about I put it in the general chat for the Discord.
All right, let me see if I can find this motherfucker.
bro.
My bad.
No, I think you're good. Miles, how you feeling?
I'm doing good, man. I see y'all are talking about the comments. Yeah,
Are you to invoke God over Demon Slayer is insane. Y'all act like I said prison school is better. Y'all act like I said like prison school is better than AOT or some blasphemy like that. Demon Slayer is the one you're gonna invoke
Debatable.
God on.
Give me a few beers. I can make a case.
Hey,
yo, Chris
it's
was
debatable.
But my only point, because
I don't
look,
like that.
my
Principal was
bad.
peak,
Also,
though,
I
so.
hopped. Miles, let me just say this. I'm gonna lay out
you're
because I
fine.
apologize
You're
for
fine.
cutting
You're
off.
fine. You're fine.
But I'm just looking at it is when I say things are better, besides the fact that it's my opinion, I think almost every show that I've said is genuinely better than Demon Slayer. Like Blue Lock, better protagonist, off rip. I'm sorry. Let's keep it a stack. Better protagonist off rip.
Second season, no.
Yeah, but look, like, if we're just talking, if we're just
leave
if
the
fine,
animation aside,
I-
Lonnie.
I don't care. I do not care. And Demon Slayer is good, but people just sit here and act like it's this God's gift to Earth when it's not. It's not in the same level as Attack on Titan, not the same level as Vinland Saga. And people who are like they're dead ass only four anime better. And I want to go on there. I'm like, tell me those four. Out of the four that I named, tell
You
me
should
those four.
have. Get them
You can't
engagement
say that.
up.
No, Random, you can't say that because for Blue Lock specifically,
all last year. You were bitching up and down every single episode, and then because the last 2 episodes were peak, you got mad about that shit. So
What's
you
the
can't
better
be-
series,
You
Lonnie?
can't be whining about the whole season and then say, "Oh, you're crying about a whole season," and then say, "Oh, but it's better."
Lonnie,
than
what's the
Demon
better
Slayer."
series?
No,
Lonnie?
you're not about to
Lonnie,
just sit here.
simple question.
So you trashed the
question,
whole
Lonnie.
second season of Blue Lock. You trashed the whole second season, and you said specifically, "Oh, we can't say it's a good season because of 2 episodes. We can't say it's good, but it's still somehow better than Demon Slayer."
Lonnie, what's the better series?
Low-key.
That's not the same thing as an
You got
anime.
a point.
No,
Series
but
is the same
once again, this is what I'm saying. Okay, my bad. When we meant anime, I guess if you want to just keep it to TV productions, then yes, Demon Slayer fucking clears because I will not freaking absolve the start of Blue Lock season 2 just because the end was great. Like, motherfucker,
So
like
you're watching all 3 seasons of Demon Slayer right now, or you're watching all 2 seasons of Blue Lock. Which is better? Which one are you seeing? Which one are you seeing?
I mean, I'm seeing Demon Slayer, but that's not. I'm talking series. That's what I was talking about when we were talking about the thing. Like, I was talking series. That's where because maybe you weren't there, and I understand that you're just trying to pour
It's
some
an
gas on the fire to get some shit started up.
It's a
Because we have
series.
whatever. It doesn't matter. It's still the better series, better protagonist. Hell, low key, the way it's going, shit, we might have even a better fighter villain too, off a soccer anime. Like, I don't know what to tell you. So we're just kind of sitting here. I think this is dumb. This is dumb that we're doing, but sure.
No.
It's not. You want these not? By the way, I can't wait till we get into that. You want these
Shout out to
Nagis
Noah.
to be up so bad,
Shout out, Loki.
so bad that you're willing to just defy logic.
Hey,
If
man.
Nagi, the next time we see him, is as good as Loki, I'm dropping the series because good luck trying to sell that to me.
Well,
yeah, he can't be. He won't be as good as Loki.
I will
That's
read it
crazy.
for you. So it is what it is.
He can't be as good as Loki. That's crazy.
All right. With that said, let's move on. That is our introduction. Oh, Miles, actually, you didn't get to introduce yourself. What's up?
Hello, I'm Miles. We can move on.
My bad. I'm sorry, Miles. I'm sorry.
Random,
you're
it's all
good.
good, brother.
So the first topic I think
Your mic sounds fantastic, by the way.
Who, mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I switched off the weak ass Yeti. That shit was weak.
oh my god,
I switch off the Yeti as well.
that's crazy because I'm using the Yeti right now.
That shit weak.
That should sound like something off the radio. Let's go.
Hey, man. So a historical moment happened as of recently that I do think is interesting to talk about, even for a couple of minutes. And that is the retirement of the greatest of all time, John Cena. But a lot of people are upset because John
crazy Paul.
John Cena tapped out. John Cena, Mr. Never Gives Up, went on a match and gave up. So there's a lot of controversy. There's a good amount of people on both sides having their own arguments. There's the side saying this is the worst decision of all time, and others saying I understand the beautiful poetry. Well, I'm just, hyperbole. And then there's the other side of the aisle that's saying there's a beautiful poetry of him finally giving up. So how did y'all feel about the GOAT giving up?
Y'all the gurus, real quick. He did what he's supposed to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? When it's your time to go, you're supposed to, bow out, put who's supposed to be the next one up over. You know what I'm saying? And pass the torch and lose. It's very commonplace for you to lose when you retire. That's just how things go. Now, obviously John Cena is John Cena. There was no way to do this properly. You know what I mean? And I don't know the ins and outs of the business and all of that. But for me, as a person who's seen John Cena around, I was pleased. Thought it was great.
You watched the match?
I watched that match and that's it. Because I'm not a, you know me.
Wow.
I don't wrestle.
No,
But I do know John Cena from movies. He's iconic, rap, everything. I know who John Cena is. It's a good thing to see. You know what I'm saying?
That's motion right there to get Miles to watch, to come back and watch a match.
Wrestling
motion,
bro.
yeah.
But
Go.
Yeah.
I mean, me personally, I was good either way. Like it makes sense. I'm with Miles. Most times, the guy leaving is supposed to, for lack of better terms, do the job. That's the wrestling term, which is to lose to to the next up and coming person. I think the problem was people had their own way of doing it. A lot of people said it should have been Gunther, which I agree, but it's Gunther, so this is who we're going with. They're just letting you know. I was perfectly okay if he won or he lost because he's one of the few people, Miles, in history who can get that. People will be okay with him winning. Like the Undertaker won, I think, his last time up. So he would have been one of those. I just think people are just kind of freaking out.
Well.
Yeah, Sting as well. Yeah, I think just people are just kind of freaking out because of the visual who he lost to. When I'm like, it's the story that he's trying to tell you, and I think that's what people just wanted their own like version, their own fan fiction of his retirement, rather than what actually happened. Instead of giving it, because now you're building Gunther up, and you see what he can do. Because now it looks like maybe he just goes on a record of just retiring, like really famous wrestlers of the past generation, like Brock Lesnar or AJ Styles in the future. So I just think, look, it's what we got. It could have been a lot worse. And I enjoyed what we had. I think it was beautiful poetry because he was done. He was done.
Yeah, Santo, I'm trying to hear you. You say you're about to shoot off Triple H's kneecap, so you obviously don't like this decision. So let me hear it. Let me hear it.
Like, no. I agree with Random. I think the ending was perfect. I am the believer that you can't outrun Father Time, and John Cena gave up to Gunther. I think it sets up Gunther perfectly as the heel of WWE. I don't think there's going to be a bigger heel than him going forward. It reminds me a lot of when Roman Reigns turned heel, so he's going to be carrying that. He also passes the torch to Cody. Cody's the new baby face of the company. Well, that is until he turns into Homelander Cody, if it ever does happen. But
nah.
Now, the
the
reason I want to
shoot off Triple H's kneecaps.
You know what? Let's phrase it a little bit. You know, let's just
all right. Just hit it with the crowbar. Got you. Continue.
Yeah, sure. Everything that happened afterwards was painful to watch. That we didn't need that video package at the end. We didn't need the entire locker room to come out. We didn't need any of that. It felt forced. I felt like something that John Cena looked like he didn't want to do at that point. I felt like his reaction was fake to all of that after it happened. I think he wanted to do his story his way and whatnot. And of course, the business, the TKO, the Triple H, all of that hugging after and the smiling and all. It's annoying.
Santo, they made him
trash.
They made him take both titles, Santo. And they made him they're like, oh, he's like, I don't want to do it. They're like, no, here, take it. He's like, no, I don't want to take it.
All of that was so unnecessary. Like, literally, let the man, you saw him smile, like, this is everything I got. I'm done. He took off his Skechers and he leaves them in the ring. Just let him go into paid out, salute. I did everything. Pleasure serving you. Gone. That's literally all he wanted to do. But no, Triple H wants to bring everybody out. Triple H wants to hug him. It literally became everything that was supposed to be for John Cena. It made it everything about Triple H and how trash he's been lately. That's just me.
He has been horrendous, Miles. He has been very horrendous. The people have turned on him.
Y'all are being nice. Y'all are being nice. I agree with Random and Santo. I understand. Fuck all that. Triple H has sabotaged John Cena's whole retirement run from jump. John Cena said at the beginning, hey, I can show up for 200 something days, right? That's what he said at the beginning. They said, oh, we only need you for 30. First off, it's the last time we all get to see John Cena. And he says he's available for 200 and you drop it all the way down to 30 something appearances.
What's
it
up?
Can't even be a final 100 appearances. You can do a whole countdown with 30 appearances from the 200 he said he was available for. That to us, that one was a disservice to the fans. To the fans itself. Fuck you, Triple H, for that. The heel run awful. You tied it to fucking Travis Scott, someone who's never wrestled before, who had no experience wrestling, and then who ended up no showing, which ended up fucking the beginning of John Cena's retirement tour. Then you brought it back.
Don't leave The Rock out of that either.
Oh yeah, The Rock,
Dwayne.
but at least he was in the business. You tied in someone that's never even been in the business, expected them to be a wrestler or do anything, and then but it's fucking Travis Scott. He's a rock star. He's traveling, he's doing music, doing all the other shit. He doesn't need it. So he said, "Oh, I actually don't want to do this." So he fucked up the first 3-4 months of John Cena's thing. Then you do the whole Brock Lesnar shit. That was a mess. Brock Lesnar also needs to retire because he's fucking ass. He does the same fucking move every fucking time, and he just flexes or rips his pants or does whatever the fuck.
But it does look good when he does it, though. He got 4 moves, but all them motherfuckers look good.
He got 4 moves. He got 1.
You got the suplexes.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm just saying.
Listen, man.
Bro got aura. I don't know what to tell you, Lottie.
You got.
Randy feud could have been better. The CM Punk final feud could have been better. Literally everything, like the execution, almost every single feud and then you also threw Logan Paul. Fuck you for that. We didn't want that at all. They cooked with the Dirty Dom shit.
They cooked with the Dirty Dom shit. Okay.
They did, I'm sorry. But objectively, everything else was poor execution. And then you give us
I just don't agree to that.
Utter bullshit. So you know what? I'm happy that if John's happy, I'm happy for him. But the execution of it was horrible. They robbed the fans of so much in terms of his final run. This was not like a Kobe farewell tour. This was like some Paul Pierce farewell shit. This is what it felt like. It felt disrespectful. So yeah, fuck Triple H. Fuck WWE, and I don't know what else. But
hey man, fans are gonna be passionate. They're gonna say things, and it's all good. Whatever. I will say that for me, I'm not one to just blame one individual. I guarantee, I will put money on it that John Cena had a large say in a lot of things that took place. And yeah, I didn't like the Travis Scott stuff. He's horrible. He should never come back to the WWE ever again. Also, The Rock. Oh my God, The Rock. All right.
Trash.
I do think I'm annoyed about WWE, not because of Triple H. I genuinely think TKO is so focused on making money that they push star power instead of good booking, because we know objectively Triple H is a good booker. He did it in NXT, and then he did it in 2023 and 2024. TKO bought the company, and then everything started changing. So my thing is, they're so focused on dollar signs that they push star power so much so it ruins the flow of booking consistently. However, regardless of that fact, Triple H deserves criticism. John Cena deserves criticism, because I don't know why John Cena is left out of the blame, because he's a part of the storylines that he's being given, and he's the one who says, okay. If John Cena says he doesn't want to do anything, you really think Triple H is going to say no? No, he's not going to say no. Come on. So he calls him the GOAT. Triple H was one of the first people that was calling him the GOAT and telling the announcers to say he's the GOAT. He respects Cena profusely. That's just true. I'm not even. It's not even a.
Just because you tell somebody, just because you say it, I don't think Triple H believes it at all. And also certain moves.
See, again, we're just throwing out accusations because we don't.
No, I think we've seen it. We saw it when he was an active wrestler, and we've seen it afterwards.
How did we see it afterwards? He said
right now,
an entire year to
Riddell, let me ask you this. Riddell, let me ask you this.
36 days out of 200. What are we talking about?
Lonnie,
that's
hold
not.
up.
You're acting like Triple H is the one who just decides this willy-nilly. It was a compromise.
He's head of creative. He's head of creative.
He's not the head of the company.
Yeah,
TKO is the one that makes the final decisions. So when it comes down to it, also Cena saying that he wants to do 200 dates also objectively doesn't make any sense. Because
he wanted to do a full schedule. He wanted to do a full schedule, and then
I think he should have. I don't know why they changed it, But to say like, oh, Triple H doesn't like Cena, so that's why he
No,
only
that's
made it
not what
30.
I'm
Like,
saying.
come
That's
on,
not what I'm
no.
saying at all.
We're just throwing out
That's not what I'm
accusations.
saying. No. Let me say, I think Triple H of more than every.
This hate.
No,
I don't know.
that's
This is
Lonnie. That's
disgusting.
Lonnie. I can't speak for Lonnie, but
This
if
guy called him a bitch. The other guy wants to take out his knees. Like, what are we doing?
look,
You're
obviously,
forgetting what Triple H has done for WWE the last like 4 years. Like, come on.
Riddell, if there's one thing that Triple H knows how to do is, even though he doesn't want to work with it, he knows what the fans are feeling. He really does. And then whether or not he's forced to go this way or TKO makes him. Let's just talk about the first thing. Sure that he calls him the GOAT. Sure he calls John Cena the GOAT. If he did it, the people would crucify his ass if he did it. Like,
He was doing
let's
that before people called him the GOAT. Like, no, not I'm not.
Okay.
I'm gonna take that back. He was doing that before it was consensus across wrestling of people calling John Cena the GOAT.
Look, this is what I'm going to say. Now, Riddell is right. John Cena does deserve some blame for his run, but what we know about John Cena, he is the ultimate company guy. Like, at one point they said, hey, The Rock's not coming back, Travis Scott's not coming back, and he said, screw it, I'm gonna try and make this work all by myself. And he tried to the best of his ability. And also with the limited amount of dates, sure, would we have loved a better program with Randy Orton? Yeah. Would we have loved a better program with this person from his past? Yes, we would have. But that's what he did. Every time and also we got to see it. It's like he makes Brock Lesnar big one more time so that when Gunther takes him out, it really means something. Like, he literally gave this thing his last to the business. That's what he did. He tried his best to make the heel turn work. And when he literally couldn't do it anymore, he freaking said screw it and kept it moving and immediately switched back. But then he also gave us back in the performances, especially later. Like, obviously the Cody match with Cody Rhodes, the Cody match at SummerSlam, magnificent. I think the AJ match was great. Like, and with all the callbacks, like giving Dom another boost up in the hierarchy was awesome. Now, would I have liked it without Dom losing the championship? Yeah, but look, cool.
Well, you gotta make him
the
Grand Slam though.
Yeah, but it's like, make him Grand Slam doesn't really matter. Nobody's really gonna forget about that. Nobody's really gonna remember that part. That's cool. And also, you brought Liv back. Dom's hot again, and everything's going on good in that angle. There's just a lot of things that we all wish could be better, but there are a lot of outside forces that also deserve blame, not just besides John Cena, not just besides Triple H. I think we are completely underselling how much The Rock fucked this up.
I'm with you. I'm 100%
because bro came in, made a hot angle just like 2 years ago, except this time he left the WWE high and dry to go try and win an Oscar with his Smashing Machine movie, which from what I heard, it's an okay movie. But how many times have they watched The Rock?
Nominee, right?
I believe so. But
Yeah.
it's literally a movie that he made to win the Oscar. Like, so it's gonna get the nods anyway from the people, whether or not it actually deserves that accolade or not. So it's just like that's what he did. And he's done that multiple times. And John Cena called it out earlier that the bro only comes back to WWE when he really needs it, when he really needs him. So why not try to use this? Try to harp on obviously the wrestling crowd to come see his movie, the UFC crowd or the mixed martial arts fans to come see this movie about a notable early UFC guy. Like, that's what he did. And Travis Scott being Travis Scott, that's just TKO Triple H's fault for trying to find a guy who you knew wasn't really committed. This isn't like other celebrities who we've seen say, Jelly Roll, you would have thought bro's been doing this for a year. Because Jelly Roll was willing to put in the work.
Here, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's just a lot of like bad things about this. Like,
I agree with you. I'm just like, I already said my piece. I think attacking Triple H is just a little short-sighted. I think there's better criticism.
He's the only one left, Riddell. So that's who he's the only one left.
I agree. The average fan is gonna do that, and then I'm with my brain power. You're gonna say that's not a good enough.
Make the tag team titles relevant. Make the women's tag team titles relevant. Make the women's division relevant, bro.
Yeah.
Let me stop. This is not a wrestling podcast.
The women's tag team titles is 100% relevant. The tag titles have been uplifted, but overall, I do think Triple H deserves criticism.
And we don't give a damn about Austin Theory. All right, next topic.
They were cheering for Theory there. They were. Yes, they were. We can replay it. We can replay it.
Anyways.
All right. That was some good John Cena talk, you know what I'm saying? Gotta defend the bald fraud, as they said. With that said, let's move on to another sports topic and talk about another potential GOAT, Patrick Mahomes. That's not the one. Patrick Mahomes. So Patrick Mahomes has surgery for torn ACL, tearing his ACL in his 9th season. Now, not only do we need to react to him tearing his ACL as the best player in football, one of the few people that can actually challenge Tom Brady, we also got to put our tinfoil hats on a little bit.
Do we?
Because there's an interesting comparison between Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady.
And Brady, yep. Mm-hmm.
Both were backups. Let's go. We'll go through to it, and then we'll have Ty start it out, see his thoughts. So Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes, both of them in their first year were backups. Both of them won 3 Super Bowls. Both of them won MVPs, all pros.
As long as you know, Ty.
They have similar winning percentages. They both threw for 50 touchdowns. And they both, in their 8th season, went to the Super Bowl. And then after that 8th season, they had an historical bad loss, the 2007 Patriots to the Giants, the Super Bowl bad loss to the Eagles. And in their 9th season, they both tear their ACL.
NFC East teams, both players had a chance to literally submit themselves as a perfect season and a three-peat. Listen, man, I've said for a long time, sports is entertainment. I see it as an anime show. Yeah, no, this is the Illuminati, bro. You can't convince me otherwise. You try to tell me this all just so happened to perfectly align.
It is insane. It is absolutely insane, though.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
So the only thing I guess about the second part of Mahomes' career is just that there's a lot of transition. Unless Andy Reid's gonna literally coach until he's like 90, like he ain't gonna be there that long. Like, you know, there's other things, but we don't need to get into that right now. It is just all the things matching up. Ty, I was just like, I was like, wait a minute, like what's going on here? Like for real, like y'all not even trying to hide it with this one. So,
and I always say this,
I'm all for coincidences, but bruh.
No, here's the thing. I don't know if y'all be peeping. Y'all notice that announcers, especially in NFL, every time something miraculous happens, the announcers always say they couldn't have scripted it any better. They always say that. Why do they say that? Maybe they just throwing it out in plain sight. Maybe that's also a coincidence that they always say that. I don't know.
So
y'all gotta wake up.
Are you telling me this moment right here is it showing? This was all fake? All of it?
Do you want me to respond to that?
Yes.
I got you.
You telling me this?
What's this next step? The left knee right here.
Oh God.
Left knee right.
Oh.
So am I allowed to respond?
Go for it. The floor is yours.
You didn't watch. You didn't watch him in his shows because that was that him movie was a documentary of Patrick Mahomes, and I can tell you didn't watch that, right? So the injuries are real because that's the sacrifice you have to make if you want me to go. You have to get injured. Like you have to get injured. You have to lose family. All that stuff is part of it, man. He was probably sick to his stomach when he went to training camp and saw his 2025 script. He was probably sick. Like, dang, I missed the playoffs and I get injured. What the hell?
Nah, Ty, he wasn't sick because you know what come after.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I mean,
sometimes they flip the script.
That is true. Ty, you never win in the end. That's the
Listen, I don't know if you ever heard that. And I was also say that like they flipped the script. I don't know. Why do they not always say these type of things? I don't know, guys. Maybe it is a coincidence. Maybe it's all a coincidence.
That shit is not a coincidence.
Riddell, if they gave you 3 Super Bowls, but all you gotta do is just give up a knee, man, are you giving it up?
Hey, man.
Matter of fact, do y'all remember?
Hey, man.
Do y'all remember? First of all, the Mavs, Luka, Cooper Flag was suspicious. Even LeBron said Cleveland getting the #1 pick when I'm coming out of Ohio even LeBron was like, that was a little weird. LeBron obviously.
I believe the NBA one
Like
before
LeBron
that.
didn't know. LeBron knew.
You hear what I'm saying?
Pelicans
Well,
LeBron knew.
after having to trade AD.
Even
Come
LeBron
on,
was
LeBron
like,
is.
that was
Come on,
odd.
baby.
LeBron said that was. He said there was a little fix. That's what LeBron said.
Well,
Not me. That's what he said.
Beyond the strange coincidence of Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes' careers, beyond that, there is a legitimate conversation of concern regarding Patrick Mahomes and the rest of his career. There is big differences to point out compared to Tom Brady, is because Tom Brady still had Belichick for the rest of his career and then eventually got Gronk for his second half of his career, whereas Mahomes' best weapon is out and Andy Reid is extremely old. And I would say that Patriots did a good job in rebuilding the team, because there's other pieces both on the defensive end, how they rebuilded that consistently every single year. But in addition to Gronk, of course, they had Aaron Hernandez, that villain, and they had Julian Edelman, who was like the perfect complementary player.
Serial killer. You gotta go what he is. Miles, he's a serial killer. Hernandez.
He wasn't a serial, but yeah, he was a murderer for sure.
Yeah, that villain.
Someone pointed out that Aaron
with that
Hernandez.
said, this is the landing question.
Another conspiracy?
And then you guys can go.
Yeah, it
for it.
was. I don't know how dark we get, so I'm going to leave it alone.
So there is now people, Gabe, and people like Early that are going on platforms, and there's other individuals who are Mahomes and Chiefs haters that are saying Mahomes is peaked, he is cooked, he'll never be that guy again. How you all feeling?
Wait, Lonnie, let me just say this one last thing, Lonnie, please.
Why Lonnie got such a glee on his face?
Here's the thing, right?
He's about to be
He won't
nasty.
Brady.
I
He's
think
hoping
He's
he-
a nasty individual.
I'm saying it. I think you look at a lot of his play. I think he still looked good. It's just that, again, they've led see, these past 2 years, the Chiefs have led the league in drops. They don't have an elite defense like the Patriots had consistently. And they're in a far tougher division. But this all depends on the script they write for Mahomes. If I can read the script, then I can tell you my confidence. I can see my confidence level, Riddell. I don't know what the script say. The script can say he fall off a cliff. The script can say he wins 5 chips.
But that's a terrible script if Mahomes fell off this cliff.
But there's a lot of. Hold on a second. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of terrible scripts out there, right? Kevin Durant to the Warriors was a terrible script, but they wrote it. I don't know, man.
Yeah, but then Steph won it again after it. Just
Nah, that was also a bad script. Everybody get hurt. Every Warriors, Kyrie kept going down was a horrible script, terrible script. But it happened, man.
They made 2016 that much sweeter, though.
Yeah.
So you told me you didn't want 2016?
So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing about the script writers that a lot of you guys don't understand. I'm tapped in, so I understand these things, right?
Okay.
Tapped in.
Let me hear.
Is that they do that
What
thing
does that even
when they
mean?
give you a bunch of y'all know when you're watching an anime and you get a bunch of just episodes you're not enjoying. Similar to that blood conversation. Then they give you some peak and they reel you back in. So they gave you some peak with that 2016 championship, and then they reeled me back in and they gave me confidence that could happen all the time. It was a lie. They did it in football. I was enjoying some of those Mahomes shits. Those Mahomes shits were feeding families, man. Tom Brady fans were in shambles. They got me again. I gotta give them credit. They give me every time.
Hey man. All right. Beyond the script writers, let's create a script. Is the script saying he fails, or is the script saying he surpasses the odds and then continues to dominate? What are we saying?
I think in all seriousness, along with the script, I think he will dominate when he comes back.
Dominate?
Go ahead, Lonnie, because
Let this man talk. He wants to be nasty. Let him talk. Say what you're about to say.
He's gonna say the
I
truth.
bet, Miles.
He about to say the truth? All right, let me hear it. Let me hear the truth. What's the truth?
No, I just remember once upon a time, we were at a point where like, oh, if Mahomes three-peats,
Earlier this year, Gabe.
yeah, if Mahomes three-peats, he's gonna be the GOAT. If Mahomes three-peats, he's way better than Tom Brady. If Mahomes three-peats, and then what's happened since?
I said before the three-peat that he was already better. By the way, I'm just to be clear. I been said that.
I'm not mad at the better. It's the
Yeah,
greater.
better's not a conversation.
He was leading up to the Super Bowl when they were barely winning each game. I had to hear from random, hey, they find a way to win. They find a way to win. Even though it could be
They were finding ways to win. What you want me to say?
it could be a bullshit penalty to end the game, like the Raiders game.
or a block punt. But hey, it's Mahomes magic. Mahomes magic.
We
Mahomes
talking penalties as a Tom Brady fan? Give me a
whatever. The Mahomes devil magic dried the fuck up. They got their ass whooped at the Super Bowl. They got their ass whooped. Now they
That was
missed
part
the
of the
playoffs.
ritual.
Guess what? And unlike when Tom Brady tore his ACL, we had Matt Castle and we still made the playoffs that year.
They did not make the
No,
playoffs.
not that year.
They did not
Yeah,
make
with
the
that
playoffs that year.
No, yeah,
Sorry,
I missed that year.
no,
I missed
no,
that year.
no, it's one of the rare times where
It
a
was-
team won double-digit games. And
Yeah,
didn't make
that was one of
the
the,
playoffs.
that was one of the rare occasions.
We still balled out that year without Tom Brady. The Chiefs were
You had a
cooked.
good roster.
Chiefs were cooked that game with
I mean,
the
that roster did go 6-0
Weren't
the
the
season
Chiefs losing
before.
that
bro.
game anyway? Weren't they losing to the Chargers anyway? Even though the Chargers have like one of the worst offensive lines in all of football, weren't they still getting their ass whooped?
It's because the Chiefs are giving Mahomes the LeBron treatment. Like the play sheet to say Mahomes, the play sheet to say LeBron.
No,
They get-
that's a fact.
like if you think about it, like his offensive line has been in shambles for years. His receiving core has been in shambles for years. Like this is not my opinion. It's just a fact.
Yeah.
And now the
like-
defense has been on a decline ever since their
And
20.
unlike the AFC East, this division is better. This year, like this,
I don't disagree, but I don't give a fuck about none of that, Ty. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Travis Kelce,
That hate out your heart, bro. Get it out.
nasty.
he's about to be a house husband with Taylor Swift. Andy Reid is the same age.
Really bad?
Belichick left. They're the same age right now. So
Him and Swift about to make bank, bro. Moving
yeah. So what
forward.
you have for maybe another year or two depends on how many cheeseburgers he eats between now and the next season. So-
That's never stopped him.
So Mahomes has fallen from grace a little bit. He'll be back in a few seasons. He'll still be great. He'll still be one of the best. Eventually, he will be the GOAT. But I still got a few more years of repping Tom Brady. I got at least another extra 2-3 years out of this.
You know what this proves, Lonnie? This proves that Giselle is a better witch than Taylor Swift. That's what this proves.
And I'm fine with that.
You know, so
What-
you
why-
know
why-
what? No.
What the fuck is that?
What?
Name Taylor.
Yeah, hear me out,
You
hear me
shot
out.
that from the
Bro,
I
logo.
don't know if y'all heard this.
No,
This is actually-
Bro, he's not even
weird.
in the building, Santo. What the fuck?
No, I'm saying, I'm sorry, I have to go back to this, Riddell. But I don't know if y'all seen that Tom Brady. He's spoke this publicly multiple times. That Giselle, they would do rituals before seasons, and she would tell him the year that he was gonna win it. I'm just telling what this nigga said.
Hey, and I
I
would.
don't know, man.
I have a witch named
It's
Giselle.
tight tapped in for real, bro.
No. You know what? I'm gonna find an article and send it to y'all. And I'm gonna find a video and send it to y'all right now. Give me a second. Y'all keep going.
bro.
I would buy it more if like you said it was like Mahomes' wife. Like what the fuck? Just because Taylor Swift's famous.
I don't think that Mahomes' wife is that. I don't think she's much of a warlock in comparison.
Yeah, because she's too busy.
kinda
She's
looks like
too
one.
busy making nursing the man.
No.
himself.
She.
I will say
think she-
Tom Brady is, he's rooting for Mahomes. So maybe he's
Yeah,
gonna pass on his little devil magic right to
Oh,
Mahomes.
he beat Mahomes, so he knows he's good. He's good in his heart. He beat
He's
him.
not good.
at the
He knows
head.
he's not
No,
good.
he beat
knows
him.
he
No,
ain't
he
good.
like bro. No. Don't do that. He beat him head to head. So even if he's like, we
In the
don't
Super
know
Bowl.
what happened when they. But let me say this real quick.
Felt to
I think-
ass, Riddell. We didn't just
I
forget
think-
that. Felt to ass.
All
And that's
right.
how we know we didn't watch the same game because he was
All right.
clearly in the AFC Championship. He was clearly better. Not even close.
I didn't say
Not
that.
even close.
Guess what? Who won? Ty? Who won? Ty?
because
The Patriots.
because that it's funny. It's funny. It's this.
the Patriots won the game.
I respect the nastiness.
Talk about
this look. It's funny how we only want to get intricate because if Mahomes won, no matter how he won, Lonnie, he'd be just as nasty as you. He'd be
Who?
just as nasty.
Wait,
I'm
hold
not-
on.
All the Mahomes people.
Hold on,
But now
I'm-
we want to
I'm
talk
an
about how
animal.
they actually
Hold on,
played
hold
the
on.
game.
I think
When-
I can account for this. I believe me and Miles see sports very soon. We talk about people's games a lot. I don't go
I
off of
agree
the-
with you.
Hold on a second.
I
So I'm
agree
saying
with
he-
you.
So, what I'm
Brady was
saying
great
is
in
if
that Super
Mahomes
Bowl.
had won, hold on a second, if Mahomes had won, but he played like shitty, like Brady played a lot of his Super Bowl wins, then I would not be looking at the same. I
Shitty
wouldn't.
against Mahomes. He didn't play shitty against Mahomes though.
I know, but
He didn't have to do much,
you
bro.
just,
He didn't have to
I'm
do
responsible for what Ryan just said. I'm saying that if he played poorly and just so happened to win, like Tom Brady against the Rams, both times really, I wouldn't look at that. I would look at it as good. It's a good accomplishment, but I would look at it the same. The same way if like if Steph Curry was if LeBron was a chip averaging 12, we're not gonna view it the same as him winning a chip averaging 30. Like let's be for real. Let's not play pretend. Like come on, y'all.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about.
All right, let's not.
But,
Let's not regurgitate the same talking.
Yeah,
but we've talked on this a lot.
But let me say this now. I think a lot of people are saying that it's over with. I think you're being absolutely disingenuous seeing what Mahomes has done in the past to say that I think he will win at least one more. I think he's just that good. I understand the division, all that in the future. There's just that I don't think he's going to win one probably in the next couple years because I think the Chiefs have a lot of retooling to do in terms of their roster. They fell into the trap that you have with almost every great quarterback, especially when you start paying them. They're like, well, if the quarterback can't figure it out, if Mahomes can't figure it out, we're cooked. And I think especially the end of this season and maybe possibly the start of the next season, you're about to see how bad the Chiefs actually are because they just didn't do the things that they needed. Especially just because you were winning Super Bowl does not mean that everything is lily white underneath the hood. You should have made more. You should have made more opportunities so that Mahomes doesn't have to do everything, that he doesn't have to run. I think the whole season before he got hurt, Mahomes led the Chiefs in explosive rushes the whole season. Like the whole season. Like I think that was rushes more than 10 yards. Mahomes did that. And I get people can say, oh, it's because he's rolling out. That's not the point. If your quarterback has to do that, no matter who it is, even if it's Lamar, that's not good. And sure, they made strides to give him more weapons. Xavier Worthy, maybe if Travis Kelce doesn't literally try to destroy his shoulder 3 plays into the season, who knows how he plays, right? Rashee Rice, like Rashee Rice, all these things. I think it's just the fact that they thought they could do it one more time when the team was tired. They didn't have money in the right place. Jawan Taylor's still a menace. Obviously, the left tackle who's legit a good to great player had things, personal things going. Then he broke his wrist. Like there's a lot of things going on here, and I think they shouldn't rush Mahomes back. You want Mahomes for the next 10 years, not just so you can try to win the next Super Bowl in the next 2. So you try to fix him at best of your ability, and then you can go again. Because guess what? Every time Mahomes in the playoffs and he sees either Josh Allen crumbles, or the Bills crumble in front of him, the Ravens crumble in front of him, even Houston, he got everybody's pelt on the wall. So that's why it feels so different, because the boogeyman's not there right now. So y'all better take advantage of this, because I think once they figure it out and get back, now obviously Andy Reid, I think Andy Reid's going to choose the right replacement for him when he goes. But I also think Andy Reid's going to try and coach as long as he can, because unlike how Mahomes is in the conversation for GOAT quarterback, Andy Reid's also in the conversation for GOAT coach, even though I disagree. They keep I don't think he's in that so combo. The only reason they keep trying to put him in there, despite the fact that we've repeatedly seen his team fail on the biggest stage, and not just because they got outplayed, it's because he was outcoached and they didn't have his team ready to go in multiple Super Bowls.
He's in the top 5 combo. I'll wrap it up with this so we can move on to the third segment. I agree with you. I think Patrick Mahomes should sit all of next season. This is a blessing in disguise. I don't think people realize how good it is to have an early pick next year, the year after, and rebuild your team with young star talent. There's glaring holes. They need to retool the running back room, because they should have traded for Breece Hall. They didn't. That was stupid. They need an edge rusher. They haven't had one. They're like ever, basically, ever since like freaking Alex Smith years. They've been relying too much on Chris Jones and a bunch of guys. Sorry, Karlaftis is not good enough. They need a boundary corner. Trent McDuffie is a elite superstar slot. They are nickel. They need a boundary corner to handle the bigger matchups. And then they need an X receiver, someone who can win 1v1s. Worthy can't win 1v1s. Rashee Rice is more of a gadget slot guy. Travis Kelce is cooked. So there are glaring holes. They need to stop playing these games and have like Mahomes figure it out. And now without him, they're going to have to. All right. With that said, let's move on to the final short segment. This one we'll lead with Miles, because he's been Mr. Quiet, being a great host. But I'm sure he has a lot of things to say about this. The Game Awards happened recently. In the Game Awards, a lot of people were saying the right person won, and it was pretty much a clean sweep, with Claire dominating the awards and winning Game of the year. I don't think we need to go through all the awards. Claire won pretty much all of them for the most part. So how do we feel about the game awards, and did they get it right? And how do we feel about Claire's dominance?
I think this was just. Oh, my bad, Miles. You were first. I apologize.
Oh, Lonnie raised his hand. I was wanting Lonnie to.
Oh, I was just gonna say, shout out to that one dude with the flute. That's just like a master of like 20 different instruments.
Oh my God, he was cooking.
Every song, something different. I'm just like, okay. No, but that was about it. Claire deserved a lot of what it got. What was I gonna say? I think it really brought back that energy and love to that genre of game that we've been missing for a long time. So I think it's well deserved. Now I think this is like a heavy year. Like Death Stranding, some people love. Ghost of Yote, Silk Song. I know it's like a really popular indie game. I've never played
Extremely.
It's very huge.
The
It's
other
part of the
ones
Hollow
were-
Knight series.
Silk Song, Hades 2, and Donkey Kong Bonanza and Kingdom Come Deliverance.
And I hear about Hades all the time. So
It's an alpha.
It's
Shouldn't have won. Glad it didn't.
yeah, but no, Claire's phenomenal. So I'm not mad at how much it won.
I think this was just the. Actually, no, Miles, go because we keep getting it. Go ahead, big dog.
Yeah, let Big
You-
Dog talk.
If you want to go, you could have went. But it's just a beautiful feeling when there's a product so good that money and power can't deny it. So I'm very happy Claire Obscure was able to win. They set the record for most awards in the Game Awards with 9, which is incredible.
right.
I think some of the awards are a little bit redundant, but you know what I'm saying? More power
Mhm.
to them. I'm happy for them. And I'm just glad at the resurgence we're going to see in the RPG genre. I think we were living in this kind of state where people were thinking that RPGs were dead, turn-based was dead, and it had a lot of, the big heavy-hitting turn-based companies kind of straying away from that, making more action-oriented RPGs. I'm glad the classics were able to win. The 90s won this time. Now they innovated a lot, but the 90s won. And shout out to the Game Awards. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a bought award, much like the Grammys, much like a lot of these other awards. Shout out to them for getting it right. Now, hot take was the competition crazy? But it is what it is. Somebody got to win.
I'm with Miles. I don't think the competition was as close as people thought it was. Like, for instance, I finished Ghost of Yote yesterday. It's a good game, but Claire, it was just better. It's not even like I'm Miles. I'm thinking a couple tiers better than Ghost, like Claire was, in my opinion.
I didn't play Ghost, but if we're talking the Tsushima, I didn't play Yote, but if we're talking Tsushima, I agree. Multiple tiers,
So
like 5.
yeah. So like obviously I didn't play Death Stranding. Kingdom Come Deliverance was, in my opinion, because I played that, was the only comp that I thought Claire had. It's a magnificent game. And I would have been good with either one winning. Now, was I shocked? I mean, I was shocked that it won as many times as it did, but look at all the things the game did well. That soundtrack, one of the few video game soundtracks I have on my Spotify saved, and I'll go in and I walk around with it. Like, the characters were amazing. Even the final villain, it's one of those where, like, if you just didn't like RPGs, or what a lot of the streamers are calling, a lot of the people, if you don't like it unless there's a gun or ball involved.
You're talking about ball and gun gamers. That's the new term.
Like, if that's all you see, like, then this was never going to be the game for you. But like, how do you, when people straight up saying nobody played this game, like Claire didn't run the middle of the year, no matter what was coming out? Because I remember Hades 2 came out at the same time. People were still talking about Claire.
It was an
Like,
alpha.
yeah, so like all these things. So I'm just like, Kingdom Come came out, people were still talking about like Claire. Like, it's just one of those games that it just came up, and I understand this late push, I think by his name was Shroud, to try and get Arc Raiders to win. I was like,
Yeah,
even Arc Raiders at
Don't
his
act like
best
you don't.
was like,
Shroud is a god. Don't act like you don't know Shroud.
I'm telling you, I don't watch video game streamers like that. So I had no idea
He's
who he
not a
was.
streamer. Well, he's a streamer now.
Okay.
Shroud is like
okay.
one of the greatest esports players ever.
I don't watch esports, Miles. I'm
Everyone
sorry.
Shroud is
Not that. You know,
Okay,
I
I'm
know
not
the
tapped
name.
in.
I don't know him individually. I know the
Okay,
name.
I'll see some of his exploits and come back. But even for his push to get Arc Raiders to be Game of the Year, I was like, I thought it was like, like okay, then it's just not for you. So I was cool to see um Expedition get this much love, and especially with how Miles you said it's so bought and sold that this was just so good they just couldn't deny it. And it was cool. Now I'm very curious to see how they go from here. But even then, they dropped a free update on Expedition to celebrate all their awards and things like that. So I'm like, maybe I should take another spin in the world. Maybe I don't know.
Santa, do you want to go?
I
Because
mean-
I got hate the push. You want to go, Santa?
Let me just go quick.
Okay.
I think Claire should have ran the entire thing. I think it should have swept everything. I am actually very surprised
Yeah.
that it did not win score or audio design. It lost to Battlefield 6, and for the score, it lost to Silk Song, which I completely disagree with. I think Clear Obscure pretty much has one of,
You know why
if
Battlefield won.
not a
We know why
top
Battlefield won.
2 score
Over
and audio
Claire?
design of all. No,
Let Santo
what?
go, Random.
Wait,
We'll get into
what are
our.
you
We'll
saying?
get. We'll get into our. Let Santo finish. Me and Random, we have our own thing going on because he chatting. But go ahead.
Base. Nah. Best
No,
of
not you. Not you.
audio
Random's
design
chatting.
and score. Oh, okay. Best audio design and score should have went hands down to Claire, and it lost. I think it just did that. I think the Game Awards did that, so it just didn't ran the gauntlet. To be honest with you, I'm actually pretty happy because I'm a Hades fan. I'm glad it won Best Action Game out there. I mean, should it have won? Maybe not, but I'm just happy it did. Shout out to Claire. I mean, RPGs, it showed, like Miles said, and I completely agree with him. Turn-based, Square Enix moved away from the turn-based thing because they did interviews and polls and saying people really didn't want those kind of games anymore. I think they polled the wrong set of people because I think fans of RPGs have been clamoring for a good turn-based game to come back, and I think Claire showed that, and I'm happy it won what it did.
Okay. I'm gonna push some hate real quick. I'm glad they won all of the awards. They obviously needed to. They deserved a lot of them, except 2 for me. And I'm gonna explain why I don't think they should have won these 2 awards. Best debut indie game and best game by an indie studio.
Okay, I can see.
Who did you have?
It's not about the games. I personally believe if you were a part of a studio formally and you guys all band together to leave that established studio with funding, with resources, and develop a studio, you should not be eligible for those awards. I genuinely believe you're robbing actual people who are making games in actual small studios with actual small opportunity and actual low funding. And I think that's something that needs to be looked at in the future. Because there's no way you're telling me a small team of 50 people from Ubisoft. You know what I'm saying? I think what they did was spectacular in a genre that was dying. Can't take that from them. The game's amazing. But I wouldn't call that an indie studio.
But they had help, didn't they?
Sure, but how I can put it is, and I hate saying LeBron James, I always say him, so I'm going to say somebody else. If Shohei made a baseball league and every top baseball player co-signed it with him that was a part of the MLB, and they made a different baseball league, I'm not going to call that the Indies. It's a major league baseball league. Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
So yeah, I think they should have won 7, not 9, but more power to them.
See,
Oh, go ahead.
I see. I'm with Miles. Like I didn't care whether I was in the game or not. Like I didn't really look into it besides the 50 people. Plus, I know they got help from another studio to help make the game. But okay, sure, if you want to change the criteria up for that. But me, I'm where Santa was. Score, I'm sorry. And I obviously I have not played Song, but I've listened to the score. I just thought the Claire score was better. Now, audio design, this was my fault because I got confused. Audio design, it's like why Battlefield 6 one. It's like how the guns sound when you're cocking it back, when you're moving, all that stuff. What then what was that? Then what was that then? What was the
No,
criteria?
I
for
agree
audio
with you.
design?
I'm saying the only game that would have beat Battlefield, it didn't get nominated, but Arc Raiders. If Arc Raiders
Yeah.
would have got nominated for that, Arc Raiders would have won. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
so that's why I didn't lose my mind over audio design. I was mainly talking about the score.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just where I'm at.
All right, fair enough. I do wish I played Claire as in hindsight when it came out.
You would love Renoir. You would love, bro.
Oh my god,
You'd love Renoir.
bro!
He'd
the
love
final
Renoir,
battle with
and
Renoir.
he'd hate Mael. He'd hate Mael.
He'd
That's the
hate
thing.
Mael.
Oh,
Hate.
Hey man, I wish I played it. I genuinely do wish I streamed it. I wish I gave it its time it's deserved. Because sometimes even though I'm busier, just a little time, it would have been fun to give it out. Shout out Kent, go well, I don't know about Spurs, but go Yu Yu Hakusho. Shout out the Yu Yu Hakusho, of course. But yeah, I think Claire
found a way to beat the OKC.
Hey man. Claire is a fantastic game from everything I saw. When I played a little bit, it was fantastic. And I know when it's a good game, I should just lock in. Like Elden Ring, I locked in, but I didn't lock in for Baldur's Gate. I didn't lock in for Claire. But now I might need to lock in because there's a new game everybody's talking about, Divinity. Everybody's having a conversation about this new game. I'm not going to show the trailer because one, copyright, and two, it's crazy. So this trailer featured a new RPG game by Larian Studios, the same people who created Baldur's Gate, and people are saying this is the most ambitious RPG of all time, potentially. I watched a little bit of a video of the Divinity lore. Apparently, it's pretty crazy. A lot of crazy stuff happens, and yeah, there's a lot of hype around this game. So, how are we feeling about Divinity?
Let me see gameplay, then I'll tell you. That's where I'm at.
They got money now, bro.
Yeah, it does.
They got
money.
Studios got money
That's-
now.
That's Assassin's Creed level, like those intro trailers that they used to make for Assassin's Creed all the time.
You're comparing them to Assassin's Creed?
No,
Tubi?
I'm talking about the trailer, the announcement. Like, so we're not gonna sit here and pretend like when they used to do those announcement trailers for the freaking Assassin's Creed 3 one when Connor's running through the freaking Yorktown. Like,
But
they
who's
used to cook on
backing?
those.
Who's backing the trailer? Like Ubisoft went downhill. Whether it comes down to how they did Assassin's Creed, Larian Studios saying this might be like bigger than Baldur's Gate. You don't believe him?
I've only ever played one Larian Studios game. It was Baldur's Gate 3. It was great. Let me see gameplay first. That's how I always do it. They can say whatever they want. Let me see the gameplay first. What's the problem? I don't think I'm asking for anything insane. This show me they can make a fucking trailer.
Not gonna lie, and then to also add to Randall's point, this trailer doesn't move me because the game is not gonna be like this at all.
Yeah.
Like you're showing me this cool stuff to make me interested in the world and the lore, and I think that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So create wonder. The gameplay is not going to be anything like this. It's going to be very much like Baldur's Gate. So I got to see how the environment looks. What type of interactables they put, the different characters, how much choice goes into play, and all of that. The dialogue. There's going to be a lot of stuff I'm going to have to see in order to be moved by this game, and this trailer just doesn't provide.
By the way, yeah, you should always wait for gameplay before you buy a game. All right? Even me, when I make bad Dynasty Wars decisions, I still at least wait for gameplay. Then I get mad at myself for buying them, but at least wait for gameplay. So, like, you should always do that. Because it's going to be turn-based, right? And they always do that for the more turn-based kind of like Jones trying to sell me on Diablo, Lonnie. And I'm like, he'll show me a trailer. I'm like, bro, but I know it's not like this. I know it's not.
Diablo's ass, by the way. Play PoE.
No, I know. Jones the same way. He left Diablo behind and started playing PoE.
Yeah, he's on PoE.
I hear what you guys are saying. Trust me, I do. I guess my focus is not really the trailer because I agree with Miles. It got me interested enough in the lore to the point where I watched someone else's YouTube video explaining the Divinity franchise. However, the reason why I'm giving it a lot of credit, not necessarily because of the trailer, it's because of how much Larian Studios is hyping up this game. And like Santo said, now that they have money. So it'd be kind of crazy to me after the success of Baldur's Gate with a bigger budget, with everything you're saying about how Divinity is going to be this amazing game, that you flop. That would be kind of crazy to me.
I mean, we've seen it happen before,
but like
plenty of
at
videos.
the same
They're
time,
not
like
gonna flop.
isn't that like the gaming studio's job to like always say like, oh, the next game is gonna be the biggest game ever? Like that's like sort of like what they're supposed to do. Yeah, Baldur's Gate is a phenomenal game. Taylor has played it at least 17, 18 different times. But the next game, like you just never know. Like
So, Lonnie, let me ask you a question. If Rockstar says Grand Theft Auto 6 is about to be the best game in Grand Theft Auto history, do you believe them or you're not going to believe them?
I mean, it has to be.
I would believe them, but they've also been saying that for the last like what 13 years. So it's
It
like
has
Yeah,
to
that's
be, bro.
because it just doesn't come out, not because the gameplay is bad.
yeah, but at the same time, like gaming studios say shit all the time. Like how many times have they said shit about GTA 6? Well, this is GTA 5, right? Or 6?
This is 6.
Yeah. They've been
But
saying
do
shit
you
about it.
believe what they're saying about the game, not the release date, the game?
I don't
I can answer that.
They're
I
also-
can answer that for you.
'cause
I can answer.
Here are some of the things that they've been saying about GTA. They're saying that you're gonna be able to be making. They said, "Oh, you're gonna be able to making real money off the game, like it's a job and stuff like that." Like they say like shit they say types of shit all the time. So it's like, oh, I can just quit my job right now and play GTA for the rest of my life and be good. That doesn't seem.
I
feasible
I
to
think
them. So.
I think GTA 6 is a bad example. Like, I'm sorry, Riddell, GTA 6 has to be good. It has to be. It's literally it's the most anticipated game of all time. It's the amount of time that even though most of it they just sat because they're making so much money off Grand Theft Auto Online. Like that's why they were doing it. I think it just has to be, because if it's even mid, I think it's bad for how people are going to look at it. It's bad just because of
Right.
all the hype around it, all this stuff. Even though I would still, if it was mid, I'd still play it. But the problem is people are literally expecting the greatest or the best video game of all time to come out when it comes out. That's why they keep delaying it, and people can lose their mind all the time. But guess what? They'd rather get it right, because I don't even think they'll get the amount of grace that CD Projekt Red got to fix it.
They didn't really get grace to fix it either. They didn't get grace at all.
Santa, you rest something?
I'm just letting them go, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Miles,
I don't
you're
know.
muted.
Riddell,
What's up?
I don't know why they pretend to like what you're saying is not. You know, like I think there's multiple conversations that are kind of being had here that are kind of avoiding each other. The first is what Riddell is saying is true, right? Larian Studios they just came off Baldur's Gate 3. Amazing game, won awards. The common sense assumption is going to be they're hyping up this game. We already have the experience of what they did before. More than likely, you can assume the game is going to be good. The other side of the conversation is the actual expectations of people and whether that expectation will meet reality, whatever reality is. So Divinity Original Sin could in every way, shape, and form live up to the hype. Great gameplay, great setting, great characters, great story, and people's fantastical idea of what that should be will still not allow them to be pleased at the game. So I think you need to take all of this into account. I think Divinity Original Sin 2 is going to be a good game. I'm not getting it because I don't like that Baldur's Gate style of gameplay. I played through Baldur's Gate. I got to about Act 3. It just takes too long. It's very time consuming. It can be the only game you're going to be playing, right? But in general, I think Larian is going to absolutely deliver. I think it's going to be an amazing game, and I'm predicting it's going to win awards, especially with Divinity being as popular as it already is. So, you know what I'm saying? That's my little 10 cents.
Hey, man, great closing, Miles. Both sides had great points. With that said, let's move on to our main topic, and that is discussing what is an overrated anime. I think there's an interesting way I'm planning to do this, but before we get into that, the first anime we will be talking about is My Hero Academia. And there's a reason for it, because My Hero Academia has recently finished. The anime is finished. We had the finale. We've already talked about this, to be honest. When the manga finished, we had a whole thing. We dissected the entire series, so we technically already had this conversation. But it is fine to repeat it for the anime fans to an extent. So, how are we feeling about My Hero Academia's ending? How are we feeling about the finale? Yeah, how are we feeling about the anime?
I'd like to hear from Lonnie.
Well,
I was gonna ask that. Lonnie, is
Yeah,
the
correct
ending
that.
good?
what I think about My Hero, the anime, I think My Hero the anime is objectively a top 10 most successful anime of all time.
Bro, that's not what people want to hear you say, bro.
Yo,
Like, Lonnie is so slick with what he tries to do. Give your honest thoughts about the quality of the anime, not its sales.
it's ending. It's ending specifically. I'm interested, Lonnie.
No, like I said, no. The ending is definitely. I prefer how the anime adaptation has taken on the ending more than the manga.
Masterful deflection.
I will say that.
Is it different from the manga?
No,
No.
No,
No,
not at all.
it's not different. You know. I'm gonna say it, Riddell, because Lonnie's tiptoeing around it. Some people over exaggerated their feelings about the ending, and then they watched it and realized, "Huh, this ending isn't bad." That's what really happened. That's what because the manga,
My feelings on the ending haven't changed. My feelings on the ending haven't changed. How I view Deku.
Is that not part of the?
All
Wait.
right,
Let him finish. Ty, let him finish.
You know, go ahead.
all right. To add to your point too, though, I think the medium does matter because
I think it for sure.
I'm not saying you don't get. I'm not
Mhm.
saying you don't. Some people get feelings different ways, right? So
Mhm.
when I watched the manga, the feelings didn't hit me the same way the anime hit me, right? I watched this last episode. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of crying, and it was like moment after moment. It was like, you know what I'm saying? It was like a little bit of tears, a lot of tears. Damn, I'm sniffling. And I just think when you have music and things like that kind of amplifying a scene, it can bring those emotions out more. And to finish my point before Lonnie gets his nastiness off, I was also not a hater of the ending. I'm just
no real. You know what?
stating the difference.
And I agree with that, right? My Hero has my favorite soundtrack in anime, so I love the anime. This is not even to Lonnie. This is more so to the bots on TikTok. The bots. If this gets clipped, I'm talking to you bots. Y'all
Keep
did
that in, editor. Go ahead.
the bots on TikTok. The ending was always a good ending. You guys over exaggerated. Y'all allow leak culture to like bro. I'm talking about people are saying Deku. None of his friends talked to him in years. I'm like, one leaker leaked that because it was a mistranslation, and then people didn't actually read the actual chapter when it came out. Well, that was obviously not the case. It was a bunch of bad leakers because people don't actually read for themselves, and a lot of people didn't read the ending. Like I actually was encountering people on TikTok lives, things like that. They complain about the ending. I'm like, well, what about this chapter? It's like, oh, I didn't read it. I'm like, oh, well, you know. So, you know, it's just the ending was. I feel like the ending was good. I don't. Yes, I agree that the anime can do certain scenes and make it enhance it. I completely agree. But the story quality is still the story quality. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so that didn't change. And I just find it funny. People did something similar with AOT, where they were like, AOT ending sucks. And then when they watched the anime, it was like, wait, this doesn't suck actually. So it's a cycle.
But what did I say about the ending of My Hero?
That's why I stopped talking to the bots, Lonnie.
No, I'll say, what did I say about the ending?
No.
What did you say, Lonnie? Refresh my
took
memory.
it. Nah, Ty, here. No, he took it as a chance to just dunk on Deku. That's what he did.
And so now that Deku's changed, has that changed your feeling of the ending?
So, and what did I say recently about Deku in this last season?
Did you like him more?
Exactly.
So you like the ending more, no?
Yeah, I like the ending more.
So that when I said
So
that, you
nothing's
said,
changed.
like
It's
Deku.
adapted. What Ty is saying that the anime adapted it literally word
No, I
for
said
ware
that-
bar for
I said
bar.
that- I also said that rewatching My Hero, I have a stronger appreciation for Deku as a character as a whole.
Real?
I hate Deku less as a character, and I appreciate him more as a character. I still think the ending overall, outside of the Shigaraki part, is kind of mid, but with the music and everything and the animation, everything, it uplifted
The quality
Real.
real. So it's like
Lonnie, I'll take it. I'll take it.
I've never been a My Hero hater. I've never like
Let's
hated
say
My Hero.
I just
never liked Deku.
take what you can get.
Riddell,
I'll
can you
take
relate
it.
that comment?
Whatever.
This one?
You know which one I'm talking about.
Oh, God.
This one right here.
I mean,
We acting like Deku not better than Kobe.
What?
Mm.
Yo, this is madness.
I mean, I was gonna say, is he wrong? But that's me. I mean, like,
Mm.
hey, yeah, I don't dislike Deku, so with that said, shout out the anime ending. I didn't watch it, obviously. You guys know me. I'm one of those people that if I already read it, I don't need to watch it. So shout out My Hero Academia. Can't wait for people to see how Todoroki's him. Are they gonna do something else? Did it like cover the time skip too, like the extra chapters?
Well,
So some people, I think they're speculating that they're gonna like do like an OVA.
Yeah. Aren't they also coming up with another movie?
Doesn't OVA mean
I don't
original
know about
video
that. I don't
animation?
think that's true.
Is that
At least
what
the
it
movie part, but
Yeah, but that is kind of the term.
OVAs are supposed to be like anime original content. That's
no,
weird.
they're not. No, they're not. You can add different things.
What is the OVA? Hold on.
I'm pretty sure, but you don't have to do that. Like for instance, in Clannad, which is a slice of life, they literally took one of the they took a girl's.
Riddell
like,
just comes
story.
out on DVD first before like
Yeah.
like television or the movie. That's all.
Oh,
yeah.
you
So I
get,
think they could do like a
side story could come out of that. So
didn't
so
realize
the
that.
ending, that all the extra stuff that we learned in the data book, you could get all that in the OVA. They do that all the
feel
time.
me?
okay, that's
That'd
fine
be
with me
cool.
then. All right. So with that said, let's talk about overrated series. First, so this is how I'm going to do it. Let me explain how this process is going to work. I'm going to show you a series, and there's going to be two levels of us discussing whether or not it's overrated. First, I'm just going to show what series we're talking about. We'll have our general interpretation of what we think is overrated. Then afterwards, I'm going to show its My Anime List rating. And then based off its My Anime List rating, we will rediscuss whether or not it's overrated.
Okay.
The only difference, the only exception is we will be doing 3 for My Hero. So we'll do the first one, then we'll do the My Anime List rating, and then we'll do our manga rating of My Hero Academia. So that's just how it works. Pretty simple. First one up, My Hero Academia. Is it overrated?
Is it overrated? No.
What?
My Hero might be before Loki this last season. I think it was underrated. Or I mean,
What
it's
conversations
sold,
are
it's
people
sold
trying to
well. It
put My
ranks
Hero
well.
in?
I mean, I think it was properly rated. I guess.
I think it's properly rated.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think
properly rated.
Yeah, I think I would. Yeah, that's fair.
Which is funny because I think it was good enough to get some of the love that Demon Slayer got outside of animation. So I actually think that Ty might be right. It might actually be a little underrated, but yeah.
Oh, in terms of production quality, I think the production gets hated way more than
Not even as a production. I just mean as like a product. Like
It's amazing
Product
that Demon Slayer just
adaptation.
kind of
I-
took
I
it
do
all. And My Hero couldn't get any of it. If you really think about it.
I don't think it.
I mean
The
the
thing
only
is-
the only thing production wise, I think what they shit on season 1 and 2.
But season 1 when it came out, it got
It was
extraordinary
amazing
hype.
hype. Yeah.
It got
Yeah, they were
crazy.
saying that it was Naruto done right.
Like 5 or 6 that got like really
Wow.
Holy crap! Were they really saying that?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I was cool. I was like, oh, superheroes, Americans became like, oh yeah, this is it. Deku punching robots, all for one's moment. No, All Might's moment with the Nomu.
No moment. Yeah.
That was pretty dope.
Also coming out when the height of the superhero movies was. We were
Yeah.
really starting to
Yeah,
get into that moment. So I think that it all worked out. It all worked out for it. And it left a better impression than what Marvel's doing right now.
Yeah.
Than it's done.
Marvel's all right.
It looks like
No,
probably rated.
It's like lower. Marvel still has more things to do. But just
Hey,
when
man, that
yeah.
Doomsday movie coming out next year might put it right back on track. We'll see.
I heard the trailer got leaked.
Oh, I didn't know that. I need to watch that. All right. Yeah, I agree. I think it's properly rated. I do think there's a good people don't have not really. I think season 1, I thought My Hero was overrated, and then after season 1, I think it's been kind of returned to the norm. So I'm cool with it, and I don't think people were putting it in crazy discussions.
A better question would be: is it overhated? My Hero.
I want to see the anime list ranking before.
My anime list rating for the final season of My Hero Academia. So this is the highest rating it has right now.
Perfect.
Wow, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, a 9. Yeah.
I'm
I'm
on,
on there right now.
Yeah, about a 9. Yeah. Oh yeah, 8.8. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's around. Ironically, Gintama. Was it 884?
Mhm.
So
Yep,
Kingdom
8.84.
season 3, Attack on Titan final season, Apothecary Diaries, Violet Evergarden, Vinland Saga season 2. It's in a good spot.
Sounds like good company to me.
Monster. Yeah.
This is in particular the final season, and like I have issues with like certain things regarding All for One regarding the final season, but overall, I think in the past I've praised it. Like I really like the Todoroki stuff. I really like the Toga stuff. I still think that plotline is underrated, and I do think like even the epilogue stuff was pretty good as well. And then Deku having this great moment. So yeah, 8.84. And then the animation was crazy. Bakugo got glazed crazy for his scene against All for One. So shout out. Now this is our rating from the manga. Before I pull it up, guess what our rating was?
It was low. Wasn't it?
Wait,
Like
it's us all of ours combined.
Yeah, when we analyzed
Oh.
the entirety of My Hero, this is our rating combined. We did that for My Hero and we did it for JJK.
I feel like it's like a 7.5 or something. Something
Yeah, I think
nasty.
we were like around a 7, I want to say. Oh, God,
7,
I'm scared.
7.5. Anybody
Yeah, I think
else?
7.5.
7.5, 8. Yeah, I think
I'm
it's there.
scared.
So our rating was a 9.
Oh, it was high.
Wow.
that
We
on.
rated My Hero
Yeah.
super high.
We know ball.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
Sound out. So overall, we said My Hero getting high ratings, high 8s, around 9s. It is properly rated. Fair enough. I probably wouldn't put My Hero high 8 or high 9. I just don't think I don't think the story is that quality, but I'm not mad at it.
So, quick question for everybody here: how long do you think this My Hero staying power will be? Where it's not just like obviously the popularity, just how much people talk about it. Like, because for instance, like if you compare it to something that, at least in my opinion, I think is just as good as Fire Force, they just will never talk about Fire Force like that.
I think
don't
it's gonna have more staying power than Fire Force, but maybe less than JJK.
I think it's gonna have less than JJK.
Yeah, so I
For
think more than Fire Force, but a little bit less than JJK. I think JJK. I don't know if y'all seen the manga stuff this year. JJK, even though it's been gone for years, was second highest selling, right behind One Piece, and it's been gone for a year already.
Yeah.
So
There's also
True,
like
but
mainstream.
they're up. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that people are still gonna be talking about it for the near future to come because I mean we have vigilantes still going around, so people are just gonna link it back to MHA.
Also, just good stories. People just talk about them for years, generally.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna have like Naruto Bleach staying power by any means, but I do think My Hero Academia will be like a quality talked about series for the most part. But I agree with JJK. JJK has certain qualities about it that appeal to the mainstream, like so much more in terms of its poses, in terms of its abilities. Gojo, just in general, just transcends JJK. Let's be honest. So yeah, they got a lot going for them. All right. Next series. Speaking of Jujutsu Kaisen, do we think Jujutsu Kaisen's overrated? I should have put our rating for JJK too, but I didn't.
Its success, no. How it's discussed by a small minority is underrated. The success says it's not underrated, but the way people act like Gege can't write. It's gross. It needs to be happy. I don't get it. JJK's fire. So I think it's underrated based off of like the way that social media talks about it, but I think its success speaks more about it because it ranks highly weekly when it was coming out. It sells to this day are still Like its sales per volume are one of the highest of all time because it cracked 100 million with less than like 32 volumes. Like most of the series in the 100K club have over 40. So
I wonder if the perception of the series, and what I mean by perception, I think a lot of people see like the Gojos or they see the hype moments, and they also forget how intricate the story can also be at the same time.
You know what I think? I think that the story was so appealing that people created like this parasocial relationship with Gege that we don't see most people do with mangaka. Like they created full personalities for Gege Akutami. Like how did we see that where mangaka do that? I don't know.
I think that JJK.
I'm sorry. Let me say super quick. Like the way that people like, you could argue that like if I take like Aizen and Sukuna, you could argue that people like the way that people talk. People don't say that Kubo is obsessed with Aizen. The way they were saying like, yo, Gege is just is a Sukuna glaze, even though they were kind of doing similar things. If you know what I'm saying, I'm saying that Gege himself also transcended JJK because people were creating personalities for Gege. So,
no matter that. Overall, based on like general perception of the series, other than like minute niches, I think for the most part, people don't over hype JJK. I don't know. Hard to say. I don't think it's as good as like most people think, but just because I don't think so doesn't mean the general consensus doesn't like it in its spot. I think a lot of people appreciate it. I think a lot of people like it. I think there's a lot of characters and moments they grasp onto, i.e., Yuji walking down Mahito, Nanami and Yuji beating the crap out of Mahito, Gojo aura farming the entire time. Same with Sukuna. But I don't hear people saying like, "Oh, this is the greatest anime of all time." I don't hear those type of conversations. So I'll say it's not overrated. All right. Now the My Anime List rating. 8.20 for the manga is the rating for Jujutsu Kaisen.
Let me look and see what it's around. You said 8.2?
8.20 for the manga.
I rated about it.
It's not even on the first page.
Also I don't know if my numbers mean this.
Not the second.
Some people's numbers mean different things. Like some people think 7 is average. Some people I think 5 is average.
I think 5 is average as well.
But sometimes you do hear people say like, "Oh, 7 is
I
average."
agree.
I don't know. So like for me, JJK on my personal scale would be like a 7.5 to an 8, but I don't think a 7 is average. I think 5.
No, they think about it like they think about grades in school.
No, I know. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I guess
it is pages back. Jesus Christ. Still scrolling toward it. I'm at least 7 pages in.
All right, Miles or Lonnie, y'all haven't said anything. Well, do you think the 8.20 for the manga is overrating JJK?
I think.
Oh my. That's where they think it is?
Where?
I'm seeing Ryan Rayella ended up at the Duke's Mansion. They said it's a worse manga, My Name is List, than The Eminence in Shadow. Eden, It's an Endless World. H2 Santo for the sports people. They said it's not as good as Dr. Stone. Data Live.
That's comp. I don't know anything about the other series, but Dr. Stone's comp.
Data Live, that's
Near Automata.
I think JJK is better than Data Live, but that's just me. I know not.
I can't stand that story.
JJK is better than H2.
I know.
Like they're all technically tied, but like it's like at the bottom of the 8.2. That's where JJK is at, and all these other ones are ranked higher.
It could be in alphabetical order after
it's not.
I think
I have no idea.
Because of I think the power system might complicate some people. I know a lot of people hated the vows or whatever towards the end of the series. They were thinking that was like a lot of bailouts. I thought a lot of them made sense. The binding vows or whatever. Does JJK have its holes? Yeah, but I think overall it's a pretty good story. So I think like an 8.2 is fair. I think it's a little bit on the high end where I would put it, but 7.8 to 8 is probably what I would rate it.
Okay. Miles, thoughts, opinions, objective statements.
I think 8.2 is fine. I just I don't I don't think JJK is all that good, bro. Like it's cool. I think 8 is like a very good, you know what I mean? The people think it's very good. It's very good. That's my opinion.
Very good.
I'm not really high on JJK. Uh say I liked it up until about the Culling Games arc. Thought that arc was ass. I get what Kenjaku wanted. I didn't know why he wanted it, and then he just got murked. You know what I'm saying? Before I could. JJK is cool, man. Good series.
I actually had a question for Ty.
He had to head out.
Oh, actually, the rest of y'all can answer this because we all watched or read the first JJK because we like the latest chapter of the sequel or whatever. Yuta's granddaughter summoned Maharaga or whatever.
Yes.
Clears Megami. What?
I mean, yeah,
I would hope.
she's dying of cancer.
It makes sense.
She's dying of cancer. She's delirious. She doesn't even know who she's talking to, and she was able to summon Maharaga better than Megami. But I digress.
That bum. Continue.
Are y'all fine with just Maharaga just being that gatekeeper of like, oh, if you can beat Maharaga, then you're just in this upper tier? Or is this spamming Maharaga against upper tier opponents, knowing that they're probably meant to just lose? Maharaga's just meant to lose. Is it kind of make the threat of Maharaga more redundant in a way? Because it's like,
I don't know. I have to see the context of how it's being used.
I when Lonnie asked me this, I think it was yesterday.
yeah,
He did this exact question, but I was like, it has been like, maybe this sounds dumb. It's been like what 80 years or some shit, however long it's been.
It's been a
So
long time.
so I'm just talking like maybe somebody found some different ways. Maybe I'm just trying to think in my head.
Maharaga as a character is like, oh, Maharaga is this big bad, but but objectively, every time we see Maharaga, it loses.
But I think in other anime that have a unique system like a cursed energy, there always seems to be litmus tests that kind of exist to serve that purpose, right?
Yeah,
So Maharaga may be that one. There has to be something that can create the distance between every other special grade sorcerer and the best special grade sorcerers of all time. And unfortunately, Maharaga just happens to be that thing. And I think that's fine. I think other series have done that. Like, I think for a while, fully realized Jinchuriki, that was the standard in Naruto. There was a Hokage level combatant. In between that was most Jinchurikis and like the Akatsuki to a certain extent. This is the middle ground. If you can't get past these, you're probably not a Hokage. That's just how certain series do
I
it.
saw
So
like a lot of discourse
fine.
about Maharaga being used again, but I was just like,
Lonnie, but how are you supposed to, Lonnie? How are you supposed to, if they're introducing a new villain? I haven't read the last 2 chapters, so I know if they're introducing a new villain and then you see Maharaga beat said villain, you're not going to take the villain seriously.
No, I agree. That's what I'm saying. I'm seeing a lot of discourse online, like, oh, they're using Maharaga again. They're using Maharaga again. It was like,
Fine.
it's like the gatekeeper
that's
of that
fine.
echelon of jujitsu.
That's fine. Now, I
JJK's
think
how long? 300 chapters? 294?
something like that.
I'm around there.
Maharaga's appeared 3 times, people.
That's fine.
I mean, I understand that's like
But they feel
okay.
bad.
So I have issues when an ability is used purely for like, especially if there's no buildup, purely for, oh, I desperately need it. So it's going to show up. Like I dislike that. That's why I dislike how the Gray Fog was used in Lord of Mysteries. Especially if it's not expanded upon on its usage or its evolution. I don't know the context of this. Seems like based on how you're explaining, she was in a dire situation. And she is, well, I mean, she's not related to Megami. I don't know the context of how she can use it. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea. So Hopefully they explain it well.
She's also Maki's granddaughter.
Maki's daughter. Maki's a Zenin.
Sure. You know what? Fair.
She's half Zenin, so
Yeah.
that
Sure.
makes sense.
Sure. It's the same family. Sure.
I still think the fact that it's been decades since the original story, you tell me nobody could figure out a way? Is that
Well,
not
it
crazy? For
doesn't
me?
sound like she
Maharaga?
figured it out. It
No,
sounded like
not to beat Maharaga, but either to summon him or that the
But that's not what Lonnie's saying. She said she was. Wait, did you say she mastered it, or did she just?
No, my point has nothing to do with her mastering Maharaga at all. My thing is Maharaga itself
Being used. Yeah.
I don't care, like, because all we see is we don't even know if she tamed it. She basically just like she summoned it and went in the shadows, and then Maharaga showed up and started attacking the new Sukuna level threat or
Not
whatever.
even 3 times. Maharaga got used twice. Now, the part of validity I can understand is Modelo's like 12, 13 chapters in. I guess Maharaga, it can be considered way too soon. But to me, that just raises the stakes of what we're going to see going forward in this manga.
I also think it's going to be a shorter manga too.
Yeah,
I do agree with that. But point being, if Maharaga is being used on chapter 13, the natural progression of things is, what are they called? Kakarians or whatever the alien race is called. They're going to have some shit in the tank that far supersedes what Maharaga is. If anything, it's just setting us up to see what we're accustomed to being the top dog is not going to work here.
You know what's funny about it is I think Modulo's supposed to be like I think about 30 chapters, right?
Oh, so
Something like I think it's a short story.
It's only going to be 30 chapters long.
So we're halfway through
Oh,
Maharaga.
Yeah. It's a short story. It's so if I'm comparing it, at the midpoint of JJK was also Shibuya, which is when we first saw it as well. So they're both at the midpoints of the story.
Yeah, okay.
I will say this though, if she's using it against the Sukuna-esque character, I will say that's redundant. To me, at that point, the only time you're using it is when it goes up against Sukuna. Basically, is a little redundant to me.
What is the character?
When do I use my?
I mean, sure, but I guess I don't.
Yeah, basically the
I don't think
concept,
I don't think it's a
they're
problem
having
with that,
like
though. That's
the
my
aliens
thing.
and humans are basically having like a duel to decide how to go about business. So the Sukuna level threat is going up against her, even though she's dying of cancer as we speak. Like she's like fading out. So she used Maharaga, and then this is the battle. The battle just started. So, but people are like, "Oh, Maharaga again."
I think this
they're just tripping.
I think this is just is partially a cool callback to the Sukuna Maharaga fight. Like you call it back to that by having two characters, Maharaga and then a character like Sukuna fighting it. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to see how it uses in context for me to have a full opinion about it. But it does sound a little redundant to me. Hopefully, at least it has some new abilities. Like it fights a little differently. So it's not just a rehash of Sukuna versus Maharaga.
Like basically all that happened is that it was summoned, the new Sukuna level threat used his alien powers, which I guess is like they said it's light / basically bloodlust materialized basically combined with his light powers, and then he attacked Maharaga, and then we see like at the end of the chapter the wheels starting to turn, and then that was it.
You know what? One thing I will give it to make it not redundant is Megumi never used it, and Sukuna was the one who used it. This is the first time we're going to see a Zenin potentially use Maharaga, so I think that could be a very interesting.
He never did, if you think about it.
He used it. Megumi used it during.
Did he not use it Shibuya? Was that
Yeah,
not
he
his
did.
last ditch effort?
He used it against Sukuna.
No, that's not. I'm saying like
He summoned it.
actually, like Pokemon Master telling it what to do. He used it and then he passed out.
I mean, the Maharaga in Shibuya was not tamed, bro. The first lick he got was Megumi himself.
Yeah.
He said,
Yeah, that's why I'm
That
saying
was
this.
never-
I'm
said,
with
if we
you.
all
That's
gonna
what I'm saying.
die-
This is our first time to see a Zenin master Maharaga.
if it is
Maybe.
mastered.
I mean,
Okay.
she summoned that shit. in a
Potentially.
raid. She summoned it in a raid. Like she summoned it in a kid. So, which makes me
Oh,
think
so that motherfucker just
I
doing its
think
own thing.
summoned it. Also, can we be honest for a second? Megumi did not have to summon Maharaga in that moment. He really did.
All right, we gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. That's
went up-
that's
went up against
another.
He
That's
was going up against
a
a
hate
that is another tangent. That's another tangent. All right, let's move on. JJK, we gave some opinions. I'm with Ty. I probably would have a 7.5 personally, so I say this would be overrated, but it is what it is. All right, Demon Slayer. Is Demon Slayer overrated?
I think
You know, so
I think
funny.
it's a little overrated.
I've been reading Demon Slayer, so I wanted to study the story structure, see what crack did this author put in his manga. It's really good. I didn't like.
Bro,
'Cause
what
I
part?
watched it first. I watched good portions of it.
I'm sorry, Ty. Someone deleted the message I just saw. I will repeat it, but
I deleted it.
okay, shout out. Go ahead, Ty.
Fuck Ty.
Yeah, I watched some. I never finished the anime, but I was like, let me go through the manga. Yeah, the manga is actually good, like really good. Zenitsu and Inosuke are hilarious. They're fun. I don't know if there's a common thing. Do y'all think they're funny? I think they're hilarious.
I like Zenitsu and I like
Yeah.
Inosuke.
They're hilarious.
I'm more no.
I mean, I don't.
But I'm
I
not
think
gonna be mad
that.
either way.
I think that I don't. It feels like it's success. People don't. I don't hear people call Demon Slayer the GOAT, but I think it's just successful. I don't really hear Demon Slayer fans going crazy
Well,
about it as far as like
Ninja
saying
said it was the greatest of all time.
Well,
Ninja
So-
said it was the
Bruh.
greatest of all time.
no,
Yeah, Ninja,
well, yes,
if we
I'm
go to
pretty- well,
Ninja for
every
anime
anime that we
opinions
talk
like
about,
that.
someone call it the GOAT, right? So sure, but I'm just saying generally speaking, I think Demon Slayer fans just go out and they put their bread up, and
But I mean,
I think-
we saw our comment section and someone threatening random by the force of God makes me low key think I didn't realize they were this rabid. This might be.
See, my only thing, I think most Demon Slayer fans are like, we know where we're at. We know the anime is doing a lot of fucking
Bad
work
code.
for us. And at least for me, I know the anime is doing a lot of work, but we know where it's at. Like, I've heard people straight up like, oh, it's the same. It's in the same realm as Vinland Saga or Attack on Titan. Like, no, it's not. I think there's a
I don't
clear.
hear that.
I've heard that before. from prominent
from
people.
what I've heard, it's weird. It's almost like we don't want it to be as successful as it is, type thing. It's almost like they're annoyed that it's that successful. That's the discourse that I've been subject to regarding Demon Slayer. I don't know if that makes it overrated or underrated, to be honest with you, but that's always been the thing. It's like it should not be in these conversations. It should not be
what?
this high.
Success
But
is
it
different than
is.
quality, though.
But you know what though, Santo? I feel like that kind of goes to like why I think people it usually is a lot of minorities, because people for the longest time have been saying Demon Slayer care about animation, which isn't true because the manga's good.
Mm-hmm.
So in that regard, that narrative underrates it. But I don't. That's just a minority because most people enjoy it. You feel me? So I don't know.
I think it's just it falls under the curse of like one of those blockbusters, and blockbusters or anything are always gonna be put in conversations that they shouldn't be. Like people are gonna say like, oh, the Marvel movies are the best movies of all time or whatever, best superhero movies of all time, when objectively they aren't.
So it's overrated.
Some people still think Dragon Ball Z is the greatest anime of all time because of how big it was back then, or Naruto was the greatest of all time. And Demon Slayer, it's just that next big blockbuster that people that didn't know anything about anime got introduced to it, got introduced to anime because of Demon Slayer, the pretty animation, the basic story, drew them in, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, this is the best thing ever." So I think it's just blockbuster tax. Like same thing with like a Fast and Furious or Jurassic Park World, whatever bullshit they all think is good.
But that's only
you're telling me it's
speaking to
overrated.
that's only speaking to its financial success.
No, I think because it's a blockbuster,
that's
because how big it is why it gets put in those conversations.
I don't think Fast and the Furious gets put in crazy conversations. By the way,
But also people, it's different. People are looking at it differently because that's a movie. It's a movie. It's also a dumb compared to what Demon Slayer. Now, mind you,
franchises in general.
No. I want to say, and I'm not trying to like, other than like regularly with the people that I talk about, they only ever ask me about One Piece, which I'm like, bro, I haven't finished it, so I can't tell you about. It's either One Piece or Demon Slayer in terms of the way people talk about it because of how successful it is. So now people are like, oh, if it's this big, if it's making this amount of money, that means it's this good, right? When no, it's not. Like, I think there's a lot of really good things that work for it, right? The anime, they found the right anime studio, the right voice actors, the story is good, but then everything just worked out together to hit at the right time, whether or not it's the timing of the movies or the amount of whatever this is. Because Ty, I can't wait. Maybe if you ever do a video on why exactly it touches people the way it does and why it's selling out like this, because even the casual anime people in my life will go and watch Demon Slayer. Like they just went to the movies. One of my friends who's never watched anime in his life is like, oh, this Demon Slayer movie looks good. And he just went and go see it. Now he's all about it. It's just whatever that is. I think it's like the perfect storm. That's why I say Demon Slayer literally has the best anime adaptation of all time, because it's how much the anime in particular has changed the perception of the series, where people want to put in conversation it just doesn't belong in. That's what I mean. Obviously, we're not looking at okay, who did this better, but I'm just talking about its overall, whether it's impact, the way it's made, all that, whatever that freaking soup is that people just can't stop drinking out of. Like that's how great the anime is.
Ty, you are muted. I am moving on to the next slide. I will let Miles say what he got to say, and then we have to wrap this up so we can do our BSS games.
I don't want to hate, man. You can move on.
Oh my, Mr. Nice Guy. You know, I respect that. Santo, you want to say something? Oh, did you want to say something?
No, you're good.
Okay.
An 8.7. So this is my problem, right? So I said what I said about JJK, in my opinion on JJK. I feel the same way about Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is not better than JJK, but the people will make you believe it is. And I feel like y'all are being very charitable to the Demon Slayer fans. Maybe now that they've cooled down and they've simmered, because it's, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of over. It's officially over for a couple of years, right? We're getting the movies and things like that, which are, you know, doing great. But the conversations that were being had in its heyday were fucking disgusting, bro. Now, if we want to say that's the vocal minority, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. If we don't really highlight that in these type of conversations, I feel like every kind of series will be rated properly, right? Most people are rational. It's the crazy people that are the minority. Bro, niggas are saying that shit was better than One Piece. Niggas are saying that shit was better than Bleach. This is the best anime of all. The manga, no. I'm talking about the anime. This is the best anime of all time. Nothing will ever top it. The story's better than X story here. It was real fucking disgusting and it was stupid, bro. It was very stupid. And I don't think Demon Slayer's no 8.7. I don't think it's an 8.24 that JJK got. That shit is a 7.5, bro. Like it's a legit 7.5. And again, 7.5 is not bad. But this so-called vocal minority will have you believe in shit that's just not true because it has sparkly colors and it looks cool. And Tanjiro cares about his sister and his friends. Like, that shit's nasty, bro. And my voice is all over the place. I don't know why, but man,
I was like, bro, you getting emotional.
The bass in your voice left.
Bro, this shit like I'm not gonna say it sucked because that's heavy-handed. Bro, this shit is not that good. And I'm not a literary master, you know what I'm saying? I read manga and watch anime and stuff, but I'm not gonna act like I really identify with all of the themes. But you can feel when you know when you eating good food, my nigga. And when I'm reading Demon Slayer or watching Demon Slayer, that shit not good food like a AOT, like a One Piece, like a Full Metal, like a Claymore, like a Berserk. The food don't taste that good. It just don't.
You know something interesting? I agree.
We do have to move on.
Yeah,
We gotta
I'll
move
say
on.
that.
We gotta make sure we're hitting before the 2-hour mark. So with that said, a lot of great conversations of potential overrated anime. To wrap up, we'll do some games like we've been doing and been having some fun. We'll start off with I like X anime better. Lonnie's child segment where it's like this thing. I know it's how I said that was crazy. This is Lonnie's, brainchild. Is a great segment. It's been doing numbers. Today we're doing I like X anime better than Chainsaw Man, or I think X anime are better than Chainsaw Man. So to start it out,
anime,
Lonnie, you could do it. It's your brainchild.
Huh? I can name 5 better than Chainsaw Man.
Anime?
Yeah.
And I will say this. If it goes like crazy, like above 10, you have to say like this amount of anime, better than Chainsaw Man in under a minute. There's a time.
Okay. So you know you're real about it. Okay.
So you
Yeah,
said
I can
Lonnie
say
said
8.
5.
I can say I can say 10.
I could say I could also say 10. No more
I
than
could say
that.
12.
I can say bullshit. Santo, give me 12 anime better than Chainsaw Man. Under a minute. Let's do it. Can someone time Santo before we get started? Someone bring a timer out, please.
You got it, Lonnie? Bet.
I got it.
Do you? Because I got
got
my
it.
note. Okay, cool.
The anime, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The one season there was in the movie.
Hey, the movie
All of
ranked
it.
number 2 on my anime list right
And
now.
I
everything
feel
that's
that, but
animated. Everything that's
The
animated.
movie was spectacular, by the way.
No, you know,
Straight from the Demon
straight,
Slayer.
I was thinking like,
Middle.
you could probably list a lot of anime just because it's not finished. But
It's longer, yeah. You
We're,
think,
we're
Sam?
not in the movie. I don't know if you can.
wait, are we starting a timer?
Who has the timer?
I have the timer.
Put it on the
you ready?
screen. So
Yeah, put it
Yeah,
on the
put
screen
it
so
up.
we can see.
All right.
Santo, you ready?
Go, Santo. Go.
But you didn't even tell me to
Restart.
start.
You think it's
Bro out here
you
trying to
think it's nigga?
sabotage.
That nigga just said go, go, go.
Dang.
12
Alright.
anime, go.
Starting in 3, 2, 1.
AOT, One Piece, Naruto, JJK, MHA, Hajime no Ippo, Blue Lock. We're going with Vinland Saga. Where am I at?
8.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm calling Cap
I'm at
already.
8.
Blue Lock?
But Your Lie in April, Anohana, Toradora, Clannad,
you're cooking right
Claymore.
Ooh.
Am I past?
No. Claymore anime?
Better than
I gotta call Cap on too.
fuck out of here. The
Wait,
anime,
he went to
Vi-
13.
anime Claymore is not better than Chainsaw Man. It's not
How much did you name? How much did you
He
name?
named 13. I counted.
Okay, I'm calling Cap
okay,
on
take
Blue
out
Lock and
Claymore.
Claymore as well. Claymore and Blue Lock is Cap.
Yeah, Claymore and Blue Lock. Those are the two I have issue with.
Why not Blue Lock?
The anime?
And the anime, the ones, the one, the one, the one.
anime. We're talking about the whole.
What do you mean the whole?
As in both seasons. I'm not just cutting one season and a half. You said Promise Neverland.
So
Second season too.
I didn't say Promise Neverland.
Even the first season of Blue Lock is not better than Chainsaw Man. Like, come on.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
And the Ray
Season
movie?
1 of Blue Lock.
Remember, Santo does favor sports more than
The Red Zay
He
movie.
does.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true.
I'm sorry. The Red Zay movie is better than Your Lie in April.
Hell no.
Shit.
Your Lie in
You said
April might be the
Claymore,
greatest slice
too.
of life of all time.
Respect.
Okay, remove that. I'm at 12.
This Claymore anime love is so
I
thick.
think-
Well, that shit's ass. That Claymore anime is ass, y'all.
Remove it. I'm at 12.
Bro, Blue Lock,
I'm not.
Okay, because maybe Santo played a Jedi mind trick on me. Was that not a Blue Lock season 2 that was historically bad?
Yes.
Sure.
No,
Season
sure, it
2
happened.
anime-wise-
It happened. That was sure it happened.
Hear me out.
You were there.
That's like me saying One Punch Man because of season 1. That's crazy, Santo.
You know what? I'm gonna.
All right,
You know what? I'm gonna take Lonnie. I'm gonna take Lonnie's approach. I'm gonna say season 1 of Blue Lock and the last 2 episodes of Blue Lock clear. Chainsaw Man.
Clear?
season 1.
No.
You know what?
That's
Let them
cool.
have it.
Yes.
Let them have it. We are running out of time, so we have time for one more game. Santo, your blind ranking, and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay. All right. So
You
this
left-
is
you left some on the
the
wayside.
BSS blind ranking. So we got Christmas coming up. So I was like, you know what? Let me make it, Christmas theme. So this is the BSS blind ranking for animes that came out on Christmas. So I'm gonna name you some episodes that came out on Christmas, and you're gonna rank them. There's 5. You guys ready?
Okay.
All right. First episode, the finale of Bleach.
OG Bleach.
OG Bleach.
Oh yeah.
Five.
Was that wait? I have a question. That was the Fullbring arc, right?
The end of the Fullbring arc where he just smokes Ginjo, and come on,
Yes.
five.
The final, the final
Yeah.
episode, not the arc. The final episode.
No, yeah, where they stab him with the sword.
Right,
That's
yeah,
when
yeah,
Ruki and
five.
Kenpachi all of them stab him with the sword.
Yeah, that's 5.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's 5. Yeah.
Ichigo goes back, gets his 5.
Yeah.
All right. JJK, Mahito versus Yuji and Nanami.
That came out on
And
Christmas.
Nanami?
That came out
Wait,
on
we're
Christmas.
talking about the first time when Mahito got jumped?
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh,
Is it
my
back?
God.
It was multiple episodes.
Ichigo versus Genjo is a better
Talk about
fight.
season 1, right? Talk about
But-
season 1, right?
Yeah, that came out on Christmas.
Yeah, he said Nanami, right?
Yeah, the fight back.
The
fight back.
Nanami Yuji.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And we have 5 spots.
I just want to be. I just want us to be clear.
Yeah, I
Ichigo
don't
and
know what you're
Genjo
doing.
is a better fight. I'm just saying.
Mm-mm.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Genjo just got. I was gonna say a very vulgar word. Genjo just got bodied, bro. It was a
What
30-second
Mahito
fight.
did? Mahito got pummeled. It's like,
Yeah, and then my nigga threw up the
I
what
will say-
slide?
Especially because emotionally they weren't even close.
And then Nanami was like, I guess this is it. And then Yuji
Yo.
busted in.
Not only that,
Oh.
emotionally they weren't close, bro. Come on.
At all.
emotionally, I agree. I agree emotionally. That's where I.
That's
But this is a-
that's the meaning of the fight. Come on, man.
Adele, you
I'm
falling
not-
into the aura
I
farmer,
agree.
man. You falling in love with the aura farmer, man. Ichigo was aura farming in that fight, but that was it, bro.
He deserved it. He
But
was
y'all
down
wanna say-
bad the entire arc. He
y'all wanna say
deserved the
3?
aura farm.
Y'all want to say 3?
I like 3. I do like 3.
I just don't know what came out on Christmas.
That fight for to live forever with how memeable it is.
Okay, we go
Fight
3.
back, nigga. Fight back.
No, let him get up. Let him get up. Let him get up. When you look at that fight, they beat the fuck out of Mahito for like at least a cool 30 seconds.
We gotta
Like-
keep going.
They beat
We're about one
inspiration
at a
into that
time.
man.
What's the next one?
Let's go, Santo.
Okay. All right. Next
What's
episode
up?
on the list, we got Sword Art Online, Heathcliff versus Kirito, the final fight. The resolution of that final fight.
4.
Yeah.
Yo, Christmas do not be putting out bangers. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, that
was
really
not-
should be 5. That fight was horrible.
Facts. Miles, you're
I feel like
cooking, 'cause
an
the whole
AOT
fight-
episode gonna pop up on here.
Low key.
I feel like an
that
AOT
whole
episode
fight,
gonna pop
Miles,
up.
That
I was not concerned at all for Kirito's safety. The whole fight,
I feel,
I was not concerned at all.
Red
I'm
Dead,
like, bro, for to make it out.
I feel an
let's
AOT episode
get on
coming.
out of here.
I don't know why.
All right,
you know,
maybe
you
I'm
have
tripping.
good intuition for these blind rankings. I'm gonna try.
I don't know.
does.
Maybe I'm tripping. I'll probably trip. I'm just thinking like, okay, what are some anime came out around that time each year? I feel like in 2021, there's. Did it come out
It is
Christmas?
crazy
though?
that.
I don't think it was Christmas though. Never mind.
Let's go, Santo.
Damn,
All
bro,
right.
No, we
you
gotta-
gotta
It's
get
funny
out here
that you
by
say
2
that.
hours on the dot.
And real talk.
I'll tell you
analog.
why after. I'll tell you why after.
What's up?
So the next episode on the list, and like I said, it's all written down. I go analog. AOT, the other side of the sea.
Yo, there's no way.
That's
what happened?
when they go to the ocean and they see the ocean for the first time.
Nigga,
One.
Whoa.
I ain't
Come
gonna lie.
on, Aaron was
I
horrified
ain't gonna lie
like
to you,
crazy
Santo.
looking out in that water.
I did not
Come
expect.
on.
Bro-
I did not
bro
expect
was
that
like-
either. Wow.
Bro's doing the half the Kingdom Hearts, Miles.
Yo.
Just,
I knew-
He
I
was
knew
straight
I-
up. He was straight up like this. He's just like, just staring at the water, bro. He
Yeah,
was
that was
majestic. I'm not gonna hold you.
Editor, when you put that Kingdom Hearts music the moment that Random did that.
That shit was majestic. They cooked right there.
I knew I smelled AOT.
You
Man.
were side by side when Aaron did it too. Like
is
him
that
and Aaron both.
Is there another
Kingdom
one?
Hearts.
Yeah, there's one more.
All right. Yeah, last one. Oh, I picked number 1. We get number 1?
Well.
Yeah, all right.
That's hard to say. He's got to say the list now.
All right, so it's at 1. Okay, so here we go. The BSS Christmas Day episodes. We have at 5 the OG Bleach final episode. At 4, Sword Art Online, the resolution of Heathcliff and Kirito. At number 3, we have JJK with Mahito versus Nanami and Yuji. At number 2, Dragon Ball Super finale. At number 1, AOT, the other side of the sea.
We cooked.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
not
that's
bad. That's
fine.
not
I
bad.
think that's cool.
That's
That
not
was a
bad.
very cool list. I'm not
We-
gonna lie.
Obviously, I've never seen the Bleach one, but you're telling me the last episode of OG Bleach is a 30-second fight, then epilogue?
Random. I'll break out the entirety of the episode, right? I'll do it real quick before we go home, right? Episode kicks off. We got Ichigo crying. Bankai stolen. He's on his knees, crying, devastated. It's raining, very emotional. Rukia comes through. Hey, bitch ass nigga, pick your head up. He looked back. The Sarate doors open. All of the captains of the, not all of them, but like the captains we know, Byakuya, Kenpachi, they basically all pull up.
I'm editing it in like 10 seconds, by the way.
Okay.
Go crazy.
They all infuse their spiritual pressure in the sword. They stab him. He absolutely violates Genjo. They all get their own individual fights. They violate each of those. Happy ending.